All right, good morning. Let's transition straight into math. I'm making a few changes with our math lesson today, just because I didn't get all the supplies to you, and we were going to do this had we been in class. We would have done this, and I would just have had the supplies at school, but I don't want your parents to have to go out and get these supplies, so we're just going to skip over a part of that, and then maybe if we can revisit it later, we will. So polygons got their names is because of a prefix been added to the front of the word to change its meaning. That's the role of a prefix. And so prefix and roots are what we're going to talk about today and how it helps us name our shapes and classify our shapes. So, the name of the shape that starts with tri. So I want you to think about the shape that would begin with tri. And you should have said triangle, because the prefix tri means 3, and we know that a triangle has 3 sides. It has 3 angles, and it has 3 vertices. And so we know that's our characteristics of a polygon. So a triangle, tri, means 3. So quad, the prefix quad, or the root quad, means that is a 4. It's something with 4. So that's a quadrilateral. Say that, quadrilateral. So that has the 4 sides. It has the 4 angles and the 4 vertices. So those are all things that we would use to classify a quadrilateral by the 4. Okay, so when we think quadrilateral, we think 4. When we think of penta, we think of 5. Penta means 5, and so a pentagon would be a shape or a polygon that had 5 sides, 5 angles, and 5 vertices. So when we think penta, we think 5. We think of the Pentagon. It's just a building in our history and in our country. And so that would be 5. It's 5. That's 5. Penta means 5. Okay. We have hexa, which means 6. The prefix hexa means 6, and so we think of the shape hexagon because it has 6 sides, 6 angles, and 6 vertices. And then when we think of a stop sign, we think of octa and octagon. Octagon means 8, and so there's 8 sides, 8 angles, and 8 vertices. So that's kind of a short little snippet on those different prefixes that help us. So this paper right here is going to help you be able to identify what those are. Okay, and so today you will have a do it now that's due. You're going to decide if these shapes are polygons or not, and you're going to tell me why it's a polygon and why it's not a polygon. So that should be pretty easy for you. Do your best, okay, on that. And what you do is you circle whether you think it's a polygon or you circle whether you think it's not a polygon, okay? On your do it now, or like what you're going to do for your lesson, you're going to see an activity in there. That I did not get you your materials today for that, so you're just going to just skip that. So wherever it says create with marshmallows and toothpicks, you're not going to do that today. If you do have those items happen to be lying around in your house, you're more than welcome to form polygons with them. That's what we were going to do today. But I didn't get you the materials, so I'm not going to ask your parents to go out and get them. So I just want you to skip that section. So this right here is a little polygon sort. And you're just going to sort them based on, you'll cut them out and you'll sort them based on how many sides they have. So like all the triangles put together, all the pentagons, all the octagons, everything that has all the quadrilaterals, how many ever sides it has is how you would sort that out, okay? So you're just going to count those sides and you're just going to put them in stacks. It's just a little activity to get you thinking about the different kinds of shapes and the different amounts of sides that the shapes have. So all you're going to do is just count the shape or the sides, and that's how you'll help categorize it. So like this shape right here, I would just count it 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be a quadrilateral. So you would just put that in a quadrilateral pile with all of the other 4 sided shapes. Okay, so that is what you're going to do today, just for a little activity if you have extra time. Okay, that's not necessarily required, but it's just something to get you thinking about those different shapes. And then lastly, this is what you will turn in. We're going to focus more on just quadrilateral, which means 4. We talked about that. So a quadrilateral is any shape with 4 sides, angles, or vertices. So you'll have to know the definition. So again, a quadrilateral is anything with 4 sides, shapes, or 4 sides, angles, or vertices. And you'll write that definition first. And then down here at the bottom, you have 8 shapes. So we're going to do this like we did yesterday. I want you to find your pink and your purple crayon, or markers, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you have at home. You're going to put a pink star by quadrilateral, and you're going to put a purple star by not a quadrilateral. Okay, just like that. And then down at the bottom, you're going to go down here and you're going to color them in which column they would go in. So this first one right here, I'm looking at this square right here. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So that means it would be a quadrilateral. So I'm going to color that pink. So I would know that this pink one would go under my quadrilateral column. Okay, but I'm going to look at this next one next to it, this oval. It has 0 sides, 0 angles, or 0 vertices, so that would not be a quadrilateral. So that one would be colored purple. So you're going to go through there, and you're going to do the rest of those. You're going to color them first. You are getting points for coloring them correctly, and then you will go and you'll put them under the right column. You'll cut them out and put them under the right column. Okay, so don't forget, you need to go answer what is a quadrilateral. We said that a quadrilateral is any shape that has 4 sides, 4 angles, and 4 vertices. So go and fill that out, and then you're going to go down here. You're going to color the correct shapes where they belong, whether they are a quadrilateral or not a quadrilateral. Then you're going to cut them out and glue them where they go. That is math for today. We're going to revisit this on Monday. We're going to talk about 12.1 through 12.3. You won't have an assignment due on Monday after spring break, just to kind of get us back thinking about this, and then we'll be going forward with our math and go on into multiplication. So it's going to be good. I trust you. Do your best work, and I'll see you soon.